You going head first?
I think so on this one. I'll see.
All right, so here's the deal. We're gonna sell our house this spring. So stay tuned for what's to come. All right, so it's decided. Karen and I are gonna sell our house in a couple months, which would be March, if you're watching this video in 2024. But regardless of the year, this video series is supposed to be an insight into what you should do and what we're gonna do to prepare our house to get the highest price with the most offers when we go to list the home. So now every time I talk to people that are listing their home or people that are trying to get some research on what they should do to list their house, they always want to figure out the best way to get the best amount of money, but they don't always want to do all the work that's included in leading up to the sale. But most houses, even if it's turnkey, and even if you think it's really dialed in, there's still a handful of things that you can do in order to get your house ready to list for top dollar and the most amount of offers. So first things first, what we always want to do, and what we'll show here in this video, is our pre-listing inspection. You know, you can get most home inspections for as little as $500 up to $900 for your average home. Obviously, larger properties with more buildings and just larger homes are going to be a case-by-case basis, but roughly $500 to $900 is your average home inspection. And so what we did is we had our awesome buddy Dylan Lindenkamp from Harper Homes come over and do a full home inspection of our house to get us in the right mindset of what we should take care of before we list the home. Obviously, we look for things that are safety features, maybe not features, safety concerns like electrical, trip hazards, maybe some sort of, anything that isn't functioning properly in terms of bracing on water heaters. We see that a lot in homes. But so we decided to do our home inspection a couple months before the recording of this video so we can kind of get our mind around what it's going to look like in terms of repairs that our house needs before we sell it. Now, we've lived in this house for 5 years. And in the course of 5 years, we've fully remodeled roughly every room and a lot of the exterior of the home. You know, we did stamped concrete, stained stamped concrete in the backyard. We did the landscaping terrace in the front yard. We did the master bathroom. We did the guest bathroom shower. The kitchen was completely remodeled and brand new appliances as of even last year. So all said and done, the house is in pretty good shape. And when you're living in a home, it's hard to tell whether or not that house is going to be, what exactly is wrong with it. Because you live in it every day, you take care of it. You know, we get our house regularly cleaned. We keep a pretty tight ship. We fix things when they're broken, but you never know. So it's always good to have a pre-listing inspection. And what we'll see here in the video is that we found a number of things that are relatively easy fixes, but they're going to go a long way when you're trying to sell the home and make it not look like there's so many issues with it when the right buyer comes along. And number one is going to be electrical, plumbing, electrical, HVAC, like the power systems, the ventilation, the heartbeat of the home, right? And so those are things that are going to be scary for a buyer if they see a burnout wire in the electrical panel, or there's maybe a leaky faucet, or maybe the sinks don't drain all the way. So you always want to look out for the big things like that. And then secondly, you want to look out for things like anything that's on the roof. Roofs are very expensive to replace on a lot of homes. So anything you can do in terms of fixing vent pipes, making sure things are flashed properly, etc. But we're also going to be doing a lot of cosmetics. We're going to be, over the next 2 months, we're going to be doing a lot of landscape planting, tree trimming, cleaning up and mulching a lot of our terraces and a lot of the areas around the yard. We're going to be doing painting on the interior of the main area of the home. Our home, as you'll see in the video, is kind of a light green, very light sage seafoamish green in the main areas. Kind of goes with our color palette, but with buyers coming into a home, it's better to have a more neutral palette. So we'll be doing a white dove on the walls in the kitchen and the main living area, and we'll be repainting the bathrooms, which is more of our color, our style of colors, but it's not going to be as appealing to the majority of buyers that are coming in to look at it. So we're going to be doing some interior painting. We're going to be doing some touch-up on some of the trim that's been more well-worn. And another thing we're going to do is we're going to re-render some of the stucco on the front of the house to make it a little more clean looking, and then repaint the exterior of the home with one of our crews. But at the same time, if you're thinking about selling your house for $700,000, $800,000, you know, a few more $1,000s to get some painting done in the areas that need it on your home. If you're gonna get top dollar and have less people think that they need to do more work, it's more turnkey. It's gonna be easier for them to pony up the full price. So those are items that we're gonna be doing in the next 2 months. My punch list is pretty vast. You know, I said in a video before, on the video we have called 5 silly mistakes that sellers make when they're selling their homes. And another thing we're starting as of this weekend, which is 2 months away from listing, is that we started to box up all the unnecessary items in the home. I boxed up about 5 boxes today, and so every few days we're going to be boxing up more things that are not necessary for the staging of the home and for the getting ready of the sale of the home. And so this is what you need to do. Make sure this is ready, make sure you look for this, get the home inspection, you know, get the pest report, which we're doing tomorrow to see what we need to take care of carpentry-wise, etc. But, you know, given the fact that we personally have bought a few houses in our lifetime, this is our primary residence. So we're selling our primary residence. So this is a great example, and I hope you follow along and take a lot out of this video series, that this is what we recommend, and this is the typical amount of, yes, a little bit of stress, yes, a little bit of sweat equity when you're getting ready to sell your house, but this is what you can expect with 2 months leading up to the sale of your home. So we've had our home inspection done by Dylan at Harper Homes. Dylan does an excellent job every time. He's our main home inspector for all our clients here on the Central Coast. So let's take a look at the video.
Okay.
We got the washer and dryer in the water heater here. I might need to help you with that.
Okay, so for water heater, a couple things I'm looking at. I kind of have a checklist that I go through. I'm looking at, is the water heater strapped? Is the pressure relief valve piping present, and is it the proper material? Which it is. That's CPVC, which is allowed. You know, what's the age of the water heater? How many gallons is it? I'm looking at the vent piping to see this particular one's missing the couple screws right there at the vent hood. Easy fix. It's pretty common that those are missing. I'm looking for, hey, does it have a drip pan? And then obviously, is there any signs of active leaks on the water heater itself?
You get your hand?
Yeah, here.
Just take it out for the duration.
Okay. So this one, 40 gallon, 2006, so a little bit older of a unit. It does appear to still be functioning. Usually anything over 12 years, we just make clients aware that 12 years is kind of an average. I seen it go longer. I think my oldest, I've seen like a 35-year-old unit. But when it's beyond 12 years, we just like to make them aware, hey, it's beyond what we consider serviceable life. So just be aware that, you know, it could go out in the near future.
Gotcha. Any action?
No, it's not appearing hot, but definitely shows signs that it's at one point.
Like overheated?
Loose connection, yeah.
Got it right there. Okay, so the body count so far is a fried air conditioning breaker wire, maybe. The flanges on the outside of the water heater exhaust on the roof, and some sealing on the other sections, plus cleaning debris off the roof. And it looks like we have a leak underneath the kitchen sink. So not too bad so far. We got 4 things to take care of, but they're definitely needed. All right, so we've got our work cut out for us. You know, we definitely already have the electrician scheduled to come out to take care of some of those minor safety issues, like the burnt wire and a few of the loose wires in the attic, and just the little things like that that could be improved upon. We're gonna take care of the roof jacks and the water heater ventilation, the leaky sink in the kitchen. I bought a new faucet for the kitchen sink. I've gone through the whole list of the home inspection, and I have my honeydews for the next month and a half, and Karen's got her work lined out for us, and we've already got the stucco guy to fix some of the stucco, and we have the painters lined up for 3 weeks out. So the next 2 months are gonna be go time to get the house stage ready. Looking forward to the landscapers in a few months, and we're gonna be documenting along the way. And you're really gonna see exactly what you need to take care of. And your realtor should be able to tell you, hey, this is important, don't worry about these items. There's always gonna be a list, and sometimes if you have a really newer home or very highly maintained home, perhaps your list is small and it's really easy for you to do the whole thing. But I usually recommend doing what you can the list, that at least that's a safety issue, and then go into some of the more cosmetic items that you can afford to take care of before you list the home. Because remember, when you do list the home, no matter what, the buyers are typically in this market are going to ask for something. Some sort of a request for repair will come down the pike. You never know what it's going to be, but so don't go ham. Don't think you need to fix every single item on the list, but just focus on the safety issues. And if you can do the rest, then do it. But if you can't, just focus on the safety issues and then some of the more glaring cosmetic issues. And coming up with a price is going to be one of the main things that we do in the next 2 months. Comps, we always follow comps in our neighborhood because that's what we do as realtors in general, but also on our personal properties, on our rentals, and on our primary home, the one that we're selling. We always want to track the comps that are going on because I like to know what my investments are worth. I like to know what my house is worth. Our houses are basically like auxiliary bank accounts in our life. So we follow that with our HomeBot and also with our Sierra Interactive website. So with HomeBot, basically it's an AI tool that follows the value of our home and basically different parameters you can put on it in terms of what it's worth as a rental, what it's worth as a short term, what it's worth if you refinance at certain rates. And it's a really awesome tool that keeps ourselves and all our clients informed on the value of the properties that they own. I'd be happy to set you up with that. It's just a monthly report you get for free. Let me know, DM me here, and I'd be happy to get you set up with that. So stay along for the journey. We look forward to selling our house. I know it's going to be a great process. I've sold houses before. For a lot of people, we've sold houses and bought houses on our own, but this one's special. You know, Karen and I made a lot of memories in this home, and so I really think this is a great example for you if you're looking to sell your home, what you need to do to get ready to do it. Stay tuned. Thanks for listening. Please like and subscribe to see more videos about anything real estate related, Central Coast, SLO County, and Atascadero in particular. I look forward to releasing more videos about selling your own home. Hit the notification bell and you're on your way. Talk to you later.